Our world. It's such a magnificent place in which we live in, isn't it? And its creatures even more astonishing. The most interesting of them are the plants, not needing any other partners but themselves. These autotrophs use the sun's rays and water to make their very own energy. They reproduce asexually, usually by division, in which the roots grow new stems, and then these become new separate plants, and sexually, which is seeding. Today we will observe how these flowers reproduce sexually through pollination and mature into fruiting bodies. As you can see, this little bee is approaching the flower. As it lands on the flower, it collects pollen and nectar. It attaches pollen to little hairs on its hind legs. And after doing so, it proceeds to the next flower to do the same. Before, during, and after the pollen collecting bee, meiosis is still going on inside the ovule of the flower. Now, the ovule turns into the female gametophyte. On the inside, on the surrounding area, the male gametophyte matures, creating the pollen tube. Now, the pollen tube is probably the most important part of the flower. The pollen tube allows flying pollen to attach to the inside of the tube, which eventually pulls it down, starting the fruit formation process. Now, the hairs on the bee aren't completely efficient enough, so while the bee is flying to different flowers, it sometimes drops pollen, and mostly by chance, some of the pollen falls onto the pollen tube of the flower. The now fertilized gametophyte turns into the zygote, which continues to multiply itself until the ovary becomes the fruit of the plant, and while inside the fruit, the ovule becomes the seeds. Andrew, what are you doing? After a few months of growing, the fruit falls off the plant. The fallen fruit, no longer receiving nutrients, dies, and either withers away or it is destroyed by animals or the living elements. The seeds inside the fruit, however, are protected by a cell wall, so when all the fruit is rotten away, only the seeds remain. The seeds then sink into the soil and start to grow, first turning into this young sporophyte. And then it forms into the adult fruiting body of the flower, blooming magnificence. Bloom, Andrew, bloom.